Should Robert Pattinson's Batman and David Corenswets Superman share the same cinematic universe? On paper, it sounds like a comic book fan's dream. Both characters have been embraced by critics and casual audiences alike. And yet, James Gunn and Peter Safran, co-heads of DC Studios, have repeatedly said that these two worlds are separate. The DCU will have its own, more fantastical Bruce Wayne. But lately, their language has grown vague. Vague enough to spark speculation. Vague enough to make people wonder. Could this generation's world finest actually happen? In this video, I'm going to break down why so many fans are hyped up for this crossover, or why it might actually be a terrible idea, and my final verdict on whether it should happen at all. David Corenswets Superman is bright, optimistic, bursting with the colorful energy of the classic comics. In sharp contrast, Matt Reeves' Batman is the darkest, most brooding, and frankly, most intimidating version of the character we've seen on film. It's that clash in tone that excites fans, the Boy Scout and the Bat, the idealist and the cynic. A dynamic so inherently comic accurate, it could make Batman v Superman look like bad fanfiction. And the fan base, they've already run with it. Fan art, concept trailers, mock posters, entire YouTube edits imagining how these two titans could share the screen. And I'll admit, part of me loves that idea. Superman's unwavering hope, bouncing off of Batman's guarded, almost depressive energy. That contrast alone could carry an entire movie. Plus, from a marketing standpoint, having one Batman and one Superman would make things far less confusing for casual viewers. Right now, some people can't even tell Marvel and DC apart. Kevin Feige once got congratulated for Blue Beetle, which is not a Marvel movie.
A lot of people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Somebody just said, congrats on Blue Beetle to me. People don't know. People don't know.
But for me, there's also a more practical reason. Matt Reeves has been taking a long time to get the Batman Part 2 into production. Rumors point to personal reasons, but every delay in Reeves' trilogy is a delay in introducing the DCU's Batman. If Pattinson's version was the DCU's Batman, well, we'd already have 2/3 of the DC Trinity in place. It sounds ideal, but unfortunately, there's a catch. Yes, the tonal contrast between these two universes could work on paper, but the truth is, their worlds are fundamentally different. The DCU's Superman lives in a heightened reality. Strange villains, alien tech, unapologetically comic book logic. Reeves' Batman exists in something much closer to our world. His Gotham isn't crawling with crocodile men or scientists with freeze rays. It's grounded, almost grimy in its realism. Drop Superman into that world, and you risk breaking its internal logic. Suddenly, the rules of the Batman stop making sense. And it's clear Reeves has no interest in bending those rules. Merging with Gunn's DCU would likely ruin this immersion he's worked so hard to build. There's also the practical problem. The DCU already has a Batman in development. Creature Commandos, a confirmed canon project, even has him in the show. And he is clearly not Pattinson. Which leads to the big reason people don't want Matt Reeves' Batman crossing over. Here's the thing. I love The Batman. I think it's one of the best comic book movies ever made. But, like many DC fans, I'm ready for a Batman who can fully embrace the fantastical. A Batman who could fight Clayface, stand beside Wonder Woman, lead a fully formed Bat family. Things that the Reeves vision, by design, just doesn't seem built for. In another video, I listed 10 things I want from the DCU's Batman. And most of them just aren't possible for Pattinson. This new cinematic universe is DC's last chance at redemption. They have to get every piece right, even if that means leaving behind a version of Batman we already love. After weighing the pros and cons, my answer is simple. No, Robert Pattinson's Batman should not join the DCU. Yes, we'd lose out on potentially amazing interactions with Superman, but keeping them separate gives us the best of both worlds. A gritty, realistic Batman on one side, and a fantastical, comic book accurate Batman on the other. I love both interpretations, and I hope each is allowed to thrive in its own lane. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching.